goes on? Boys and girls, Phranchize, I'm here with Nice Guy Jonny.
Hello.
It's been a while since we've dabbled in the review game, but we're back. WWE 2K14 brought us out of review retirement. You just have to remember to speak up because the microphone's over there.
365 days later.
Sorry. Actually it is. We haven't done a joint review since WWE 13, and it's only fitting that we should do a review of WWE 13.5 in my eyes.
We wanted something better.
Exactly. Look, we're not sugarcoating it. This is a hell of a game. It is a very enjoyable game, built on solid foundations.
Exactly.
And I think that's the underlying message for the entire review. If you liked WWE 13, you're gonna like this game.
Yeah, if you were expecting revolution, it's not really there. Evolution, maybe. But.
Yeah, we took solid foundations and built on it. What you're gonna see? You're gonna see some footage. There's just a daft couple of matches that all bashed about in. I had a little blast through the WrestleMania mode, sort of this iteration of the game's Attitude Era, which arguably that mode in itself, that rejuvenated the series, that rejuvenated a dying series.
Yeah, I mean, even if WWE 13 had been a mediocre game.
A mediocre game.
We can't say things like that anymore.
Keep it PC, damn it, Johnny.
Even if it had been a mediocre game, the Attitude gameplay mode would have just brought it that further step,
to the next
so
level.
It would have made the game anyway, so we'll see.
I think it was the whole Attitude Era did so well. Where do we go from that after years of sort of lackluster, mediocre modes of like some attempt at a career mode or like a manager mode or something, like lackluster, just half-assed attempts at campaigns, and it was the Attitude mode where I thought, well, why not go back? So again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we ended up with the 30 years of WrestleMania. There is some footage of that coming up, but before we get there, I mean, let's talk about it first. Graphically, not much of an improvement on WWE 13.
No.
But this close to the next gen, were we expecting it?
Now, how much effort were they going to put into actually developing a game at the end? The death rattle of the current gen consoles.
Exactly. Beautiful metaphor, by the way.
Thank you.
That's why I bring you in. That's why I bring you in on these things.
It's when you find out I stole it from someone else.
No, but so if you look as well, THQ, God rest its soul, they sort of sold off the rights, and did 2K have the time to do anything other than take the existing product and make slight tweaks,
polish it even more?
I mean, it is polished. There is a level of polish.
And yeah, it's polished to a level where it's almost a little bit cartoony. I don't know.
No, I'm on board. I agree with that. For a wrestling simulator, it is slightly cartoony.
I mean, presentation-wise, you see the whole thing from the WWE. The lighting, the stages, the arenas, the rings, things like that. It just seems like the superstars just I don't think they actually fit into the environment as seamlessly as they wanted to.
Do you remember All Stars? WWE All Stars? That sort of springs to mind.
OTT kind of.
Yeah. Not so much on the OTT front on this one, but more cartoony in presentation. But again, I won't let that detract from the game. I mean, we've spent hours on it tonight, and I spent hours on it last night. I was online with Honest Xbox Reviews. Give him a little drop, give him a name drop. Best Iron Man match you've ever seen, but that's besides the point. Where do we go from here, Johnny?
I don't know. Do we talk about the gameplay for a little bit more?
Go for the gameplay.
It plays pretty much like you said, exactly like WWE 13. Maybe a little faster. It feels a bit more fluid.
But in my mind, it loses something for the speed it's gained. I think some of the animations maybe have suffered a little because of the increase in speed.
There are some bugs, glitches, that just look a little bit,
And they will pop up more often than I would care to admit. There'll either be an animation glitch on a rope, or a perfect example, there was a ladder match. I don't know if we actually got the footage of it, but there was a ladder match where you went to tombstone somebody or chokeslam somebody off a ladder. The animation didn't actually happen, and the next thing you heard was the mat crash.
Yeah.
And there was just 2 bodies on the mat.
Or the mysteriously exploding table.
The exploding table. I can only assume it had been rigged. Rigged to off a couple of the superstars. So let's go a little bit into the modes. Obviously, we've talked about the 30 years of WrestleMania mode, but the full creation suite's back.
Yep, creation suite's there.
You've got the likes of your belt, your arena, storyline,
superstar threads,
so you can actually edit the attires of your superstars. On the footage there now, you see we're getting into the 30 years of WrestleMania mode, so we'll just let you have a bit of that eye candy while we continue to rabble on. But that was nice as well about the presentation on the 30 years of WrestleMania mode. Sort of the older matches back here in WrestleMania 3, it's got that grainy effect on it.
Yeah.
I thought that was really nice.
Pre-HD.
Pre-NED. Pre-definition. But I tell you what else I liked as well with the 30 years of WrestleMania mode. Just fuck off. We'll not talk about the rest of the modes. Let's just jump all over the place.
Why not? It's on the screen.
But the move list of the older guys, it lends itself well to nostalgia, if you like.
Hip toss, headlock,
hip toss, suplex, beautiful suplex.
Back when the leg drop could finish off a match forever.
Well, even today, Johnny, an elbow drop can finish off a match forever when he's not making movies. Now, going back to the mode, so the universe mode's back. We've got sort of the added rivalry system in there now, which existed before in some sort of weird iteration. Just didn't really have anything for me, that rivalry mode. It was in the universe. It was sort of, they'd show up, they'd screw you over, and it would be like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. They've just cost me the belt, and then they'd just you'd never interact with them again.
It was there, but you never had any kind of control over it. So
No.
I think this time it's just to give the player a little bit of control over what
rivalry.
rivalry is actually happening.
Heat the rivalry up. I like it. What other modes have we got? Oh, the streak.
The streak mode.
The streak. Obviously, WrestleMania synonymous with Undertaker, dead man himself, undefeated at WrestleMania. What was he, like 23-0 or something like that now? Is it 23-0?
21-0, isn't it?
21-0? I don't know.
Enough.
More than enough.
He hasn't lost.
Guy. But essentially, it's the word boss fight is being bandied around the internet a lot, and we have had a little experiment with it.
Experiment.
While we were playing, I've fed Johnny to the Undertaker. We have had a play about with it before. Well, while we were reviewing it, basically, we had a play about on it, and boss fight is quite apt. I think
so.
Because it's a difficulty level sort of beyond hard, if you like. He's faster than you. He just blocks everything you throw at him. In fact, what we're going to do...
Even that, if you lose your unit with false sense of security, you get your finisher and get, yes! No, reverse it, finish it off.
Reverse it. I'll have that finisher, thanks very much. But I think if we've got time, we're going to record some Let's Plays or some
quite a lot of fun for you guys to watch, anyway.
Some Let's Plays of Johnny getting his ass whooped by the dead man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, where else do we go from here? All in all, would you buy the game, Johnny?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
It's fun, still.
What we've got, the last little snippets of footage. There's a couple of new additions in the game that work very, very well. So me and Johnny went at it. Randy Orton versus Undertaker, and we sort of cheated slightly, just to see if we could get the best out of the new features and stuff. So you can just watch those while we wrap it up. So it's, in closing, it's a hell of a game. It's WWE 13.5 in my eyes. If you enjoyed 13, you are going to enjoy 2K14. For me though, I'm hoping for more from the next gen. I'm hoping for better animations. I'm hoping for better looking sprites. I'm hoping for a crowd that isn't copied and pasted.
And if only they can get the commentary right.
Oh, the commentary's awful, but that's besides the point. The commentary's always been awful. Like you sort of expect that. So I think, I mean, what else is there to say really, other than get the game? The online mode's back.
The online mode's back.
And as brutal as ever. And I've had no server troubles up to now. No server issues.
Because everyone's playing GTA.
That's it. Yep. So this has been the franchise.
Nice Guy Jonny.
WWE 2K14. If you like what you saw, give us a like, subscribe, drop a comment. If you've got the game, share your thoughts. If you haven't got the game, are you going to get the game? Other than that, a job well done.
Yep.
Well done, 2K.
Squared circle later on.
Aye. More from the next gen, please.
I'm not going to be able to beat Undertaker, am I?
No, you're not. And we're going to record it while you fail. Horribly. Until next time, laters.
Take care.